I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. All right, so they had another shooting out there in California on the left coast up in a place called Half Moon Bay. I want to say something about the Half Moon business anyway. 7 people were killed in what is a work compound where, these Mexican migrants, workers, I don't know if it's Mexican, I think it was a mushroom plantation, a mushroom farm rather. And so yesterday, 7 people were killed and 1 other person injured by a local worker. So this kind of distinguishes from some of the school shootings that we've seen in the past. But at Monterey Park, this guy you see now this guy went in there Saturday night and went into one of them ballrooms out there in Monterey Park. And this guy's 72 years old, shot 20 people, 10 of them died. And actually 11 have died as of now. And then he left that ballroom, went to a town called Alhambra, California, about 10, 20 miles away. And he was going in to shoot up that joint too, but some young guy saw him with a gun and took it from him. They were fighting out there. I think the 72-year-old man put up a good fight. Young boy ought to be ashamed of himself. It took so long for him to get that gun out that old man's hand. They were fighting back and forth. And he's 72 years old, looked like he's, don't weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. And I'm not making a joke of the light of the fact. And I would, by the way, express my condolences to the people of Monterey Park and the people of Half Moon Bay. It must be very painful, I tell you, America is the capital of mass shootings. We're in a tribulation. I keep telling you about that. Nobody wants to believe it. But people do believe it. I shouldn't say nobody wants to believe it. But the issue here is that this is very serious, and you just never know what's going to happen again. Twice in California in a matter of 2 days. Where's the next one going? Because there's going to be another one. I think there was a mass shooting in a black neighborhood. I don't know where it was over the weekend as well, but only 3 people were killed, so you don't really get news coverage. And then, of course, if you're Hamite, that's pretty powerful. Of course, can I say something? I want to, I do express my condolences. I do, but these are Asian people, right? People from China, some Korean people, and they over 100,000 people were at a Chinese New Year party. I think this is the year of the rabbit. Yeah, anybody know Chinese history? So they were out there in Monterey Park celebrating the year of the rabbit. Now, those Chinese people, they had the year of the snake, they had the year of the dragon. And, there it is, right there. Thank you, Mr. Engineer. Happy Year of the Rabbit. Oh, gone. I mean, okay. All right, so, they're not, I guess they're not Christians. People, Chinese people, they do what they do. But celebrating a rabbit? So, but they have my sympathy. And the people up there in Half Moon Bay, they have my sympathy as well, and other mass shootings, and I guess I'll be spreading this around for quite some time. You just never know where the next one is going to take place. The one at Half Moon Bay was unexpected. I think the one at Monterey Park was also a 72-year-old man. Usually these are young boys who are gun enthusiasts, right? They don't want to shoot up a couple of people. They don't have any real barometers of life or anything of that nature, so they don't realize pretty much oftentimes what they're doing. But this man was 72 years old. Somebody said his wife deserted him back in 2005. We're going at 17 years ago. And she did it there at that ballroom. She did the Tennessee waltz on him. She left with another guy 17 years ago. So he just decided now to go back and shoot up the whole place. Maybe his wife was there. Maybe he was trying to shoot her. The details have not come out as of yet of why he shot up the place. One other thing, and I want to go ahead and give a heads up. If somehow or another you are offended by this, I don't mean to offend you. I don't, but it's a life experience. And not every life experience ought to be explained or taught to national audiences. And then I'm a pastor and everything. And, pastors supposed to act super spiritual, even though they're not. And so when I heard the name of the town was Half Moon Bay, several years ago, I was in the state of Georgia. I was Interstate 75. I think I was driving somewhere near Macon, Georgia, right? late at night, me and my friend, right, I think we were on our way to Mobile, Alabama. So a car pulls up beside us on the interstate, and a guy rolls down the window and pulls his pants down and his underwear down, right? And most of his rear end is hanging outside the car. I'm looking at this, right? It was a Japheth boy, by the way, too, I tell you that. So most of it is hanging out the car. So then they sped up and went ahead of us, right? And he pulled himself back in the car. And so my friend said, "You just got mooned." I said, "What?" He said, "You just got mooned." I said, "What? What's mooning?" I know what it was. I thought the guy was going to the bathroom or something. I slowed down. But years ago, they used to, if this is offending anybody, please forgive me. I just want to tell you about it, right? I just want to share it with you, that's all. I don't mean to be ugly. That's not my intent. You know that. But my partner said, "Man, you just got mooned." I said, "What mean? You got mooned too." So ever since then, I was watching out, because I heard a lot of people were doing that. I heard that was pretty popular for young people to do that at highway, at night, and the daytime too. All right, Miss Cynthia, please take me out of this. I ask for your forgiveness if I've offended you.